I didn't give it a thumbnail. That's fine. I guess that thumbnail, that like default thumbnail is fine too. And here we go. Oops, didn't add a thumbnail. That's so still good. Okay. Yeah. Do this and this. Whoa. Done. Should be working. Have to see when if anyone shows up and says something in the chat. Then I'll be able to tell if the chat box is working. What amazing timing. Fluffy just posted a video at the same time my stream started, and he mentioned to watch it after the stream. That's good. Hey, Advanced Warrior. Hey, it's showing up. Have a good day at work. Hello, Mr. No Time Man. I'm glad you caught me live. And Fluffy, I saw your post as well, mentioning the stream. I appreciate it. Oh, look at this. The Sasha player has busted out the tanks. Let's see what happened. Looks like my mech placement was right on. Oh, okay, so there's an infantry in those woods. Again, very weird to put that there instead of just capping the city. I completely understand watching my videos on ×2 speed. No worries. That's what I do for Voice of Akasha too. He hits me there. Okay, so infantry here. Both 2 tanks invested over here. So this, yeah, the mech placement, very nice. It looks very vulnerable with so much invested over here. Wow, that tank is so brave. Goes in for that kill. Attacking the city infantry. Okay. Fog is really fun. I'm glad I'm inspiring you to try it out. What was it like when you were first playing? I don't know how long ago that was. Very brave tanks indeed. So I guess the real question I have is, do I use this down here? If he built a copter last turn, this turn it moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably right there. So I can go down here, and it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I can come up here and cover against it. So let's do that. Since there's 3 tanks over here, he probably doesn't have a tank over here, right? Oh, we should finish this capture. Brave AA indeed. We'll finish this off, and then we'll start capping this. So if he hits me, he's at least not hitting from the city. 1100 is a good rating to get to. A lot of people plateau at 1100, including myself. 15 games at once is double the load that I had when I was trying to climb. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure I go for that mech hit. I also definitely go for this mech hit. I might as well just do that. Hi. Smack. Okay. And how do I want to deal with this? I don't know if there's something in these woods. I could have you go down here and hit While you going around hits here. To do that, I need to clear this guy. I don't know if I can do all that. I could also just try and pick off this tank. I might do that. Yeah. We'll do... Up. This would be a high roll. Be an incredibly high roll. I don't know. Maybe just the one attack from the woods is good. Well, I'm going to want you to hit here then. Well, we're going to kill this guy one way or another. 77 to 86. I do 20 to 23. I probably don't kill an infantry at 8 health. No. Wait, did this guy hit me? No, he couldn't have hit me. He would have taken damage. So I could sack this guy in to here. Okay. That requires me to move this. And I could do a sack. This guy comes in, finishes him off. Hi. Well, let's find out if he's in the woods. If he's not in the woods. And 25. Do I still sack anyway? He's gonna have his powers. Gonna be not great. If I didn't do the, this is where I would have used the move plan to make sure I ordered this out correctly. Yeah, because now I'm lacking someone to replace this guy. Yeah, it's not scary. Fog is much more forgiving to play than standard. You have the defender has the advantage, and you can always leave a losing front much easier under the cover of darkness. Okay, well, I'm going to send this copter over here no matter what. And it very handily covers this square, so we will attack here. Oh. I'll bring another mech over here. Hey, Yami. Do I go for the sacrifice? It is a 100% chance. Okay, we'll do it. You can tell if it's a 100% chance if both minimum rolls add up to 100. And it's very handy on Shoal because there's no defense to mess with the defense scaling with health. We can go here. Now we can definitely finish off this tank. So probably bring another mech over here. Another mech over here. Drop him in the city. Ooh, the question is the city or the woods? Hmm. Okay, so this got shot. Probably by an artillery. Adverse Eagle. Oh man. Yeah. That one's rough. Since there's an artillery shot here, that means this AA is probably incredibly safe. And also there's probably only infantry over here. Hey, Shadow. So maybe I do drop the mech here. It'll just be really sad if he has another tank. And again, the mech will have to be scared of this copter that's coming in. All right, we'll just... actually drop right here. Try and get the best of both worlds. That way, at least I cover this city while also covering the other mech. You have a favorite CO? I really like Sturm. I also like Sasha. Oh, thank you, Yamiya. I have worked a lot on my my transport game. It's a big component of fog play. I do play my main. I've been very burnt out and had a lot of real life stuff going on, so I've been slowing it down on the high pressure account. I don't super care if I lose on this one, and it's more just fun and experiments. Hey, Darren Valink. What do I do with this recon? I think I just hide in these woods, right? Helps me keep vision really annoying to deal with, helps protect this mech. It's either that or I sit right here. That way he has to hit me. That's better. That way I can help. I'm sitting here. I don't really want him to hit me from the woods, though. We'll sit right here. That way I can move down here to get vision if I need to. Yeah, I'm okay. Just life stuff being life stuff. So he has an infantry in these woods. 1, 2, 3. I don't really want to stand here. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea for him to go for the attack. Anyway. I could go here and just try and limit. You know what? If he wants to send the full health after my 1 health, I will gladly counter him with this guy. And then I guess I can decide next turn where I want to send you. You can go up or down. Definitely send the recon here. Nice choice of direction. And then probably copter. We do a 10,000. I want to double mech. Definitely double mech. This one goes into this T-copter. This one will go into the mountain to get picked up by the APC the next turn. Go copter another recon. There's copter infantry. Let's... The transports are... What rating is this account? Really low. Is 874 right now. My opponent is 1,000. Transports are really fun, especially in Advanced Wars by Web, where you have the drop off as a free action, the unload. Wait, his max? Your Grim? Against Tordred? Oh my goodness, good luck. What would I do with a recon from here, though? It'd probably be to replace this one. Go around. And go this way. No, that's good. That's good. If I lose the recons, then it's going to be really difficult for me to position my mechs smartly. It'd be way too easy for me to just walk into artillery fire. How are we doing? Stat-wise, we're looking really good. Killed a tank. 6 infantry for the cost of 3 infantry. I think this guy's just happy, right? He's giving vision. If the infantry from here tries to capture this base, I have the option to try and interrupt it. The dude is finishing up a turn here. Wait with you. We'll just wait with you. I'm never, ever going to get Victory March in this match, though. This is going to be... Eventually, I'll get double time. Yeah, I don't need tanks. Look, I got mechs. I got mechs, I got copters, I got an AA. That's all you need. If I was more vulnerable to recon harassment on this map, I'd probably get some tanks. Unless I was really confident about where he's going to attack me. Look how cost effective this fight over here was. And up here is so nice. The attack up here has just been really, really weird to me. I guess there was a game plan around denying my comm tower and it just showed up a turn too late. CE fights are the best part? What's CE? Chaotic Evil? Your 100k kill death unit value against Eagle? Oh wow. And 10k income? You have to be close to just winning by capture at that point, right? cost effective. Oh, that makes sense. That's true. Cost effective engagements are the best. Alrighty. We are Jess. And probably haven't seen anything, but we'll check. Nothing. It's very important to check every turn. Otherwise, you can run into situations like we had in the last replay where our hero snuck a recon into like a forest. Hey, Raphael. I'm just taking my challenge turns, doing pretty good. I gotta work on writing my script for my Advanced Wars by Web 101 video after this. That should be pretty good. How much time do I spend on turns on my main? I mean, it depends on the turn. Oftentimes I'll space it out over multiple days if I can to get multiple fresh takes on it, I guess. A lot of the prep time is spent before the game starts. If it's a tactical turn, just like a fight, I can do that almost live play speed. That's not really a problem. Tactics are pretty easy. The harder part is like strategy and positioning for what you might want to do in like 4 turns from now kind of stuff. So this is a pretty big choice of where I want to drop this mech. Over here on this mountain could help me fight. Over here, I think these woods is pretty good. Or I can go into the middle. If I want it, going for this city has always been my greatest weakness on this map. It looks so vulnerable, but they just get there in time to stop me every time. So I will not go for that city. What Go7 does when is not the king of penguin? I'm always the king of the penguins. If you mean like, what am I doing right now in real life? I'm working towards finishing up my bachelor's, and then I'll either go into a PhD or master's program. Just sit here. Oops. It's either sit here or sit here. You know what? We'll just sit here. Oh, there's a tank there. That's a super early tank. In that case, we will bring the mech. This recon gonna help back here. We definitely won't be going for that city. So we'll just move up here. If a tank was built there, it's so early. That was built. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it could. Yeah, that was built last turn. That's the second vehicle, probably. I'm trying to decide if that means it's really safe up here. I think it means I'm safer than I would have been. So we'll get a tank down here and just get some infantry. There isn't currently a waiting room. If you want to send me one on Discord. Yeah, I figure just mechs are fine. And I really like combined arms or mixed unit compositions. Like just tank plus mech will still kill a tank. No problem. I think it's so weird to me. I would have thought it'd be one turn delayed. I think that means that if I pick off any infantry out here, it's going to delay him a lot. Especially this guy. Okay. What happened here? Weakened one retreat to the woods. He's going for that city? That's something to easily stop. In there. Trapped by me. But he's not actually capturing that city yet. Okay. So this tank doesn't actually protect this city. I can very easily go recon infantry to clear it. This tank also doesn't see me do something really sneaky like this. On this account, I'm at the max of 5 until I finish 5 games. Then I will crank it up to 25, and that will be nice and hectic. We will go here, reveal it. Always go with your stronger unit first, like so. Take less retaliation damage, especially for infantry, where it matters a lot. He's gonna get the lab. And then we go like this. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I'm continuing like this, maybe it will go like this. Not sure how much of that is true in advance. Oh, well, yeah, in Days of Ruin, you've got the level up stuff, right? Yeah. I don't like the level up mechanics. They seem incredibly snowbally. I definitely don't want to go. Oh no, I know where his stuff is. I can go for this pretty safely, and I have a tank. Yeah, it's just safe to go for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, just so long. Just so long as I can cover this guy. That's good. And then, what do I want to do? I mean, the really cocky play is to just stand here. You know what? We'll do it. We will be super cocky. We will not move this recon. If he hits me, the copter will hit him. He makes damage. I do play faster in the live stream than I normally do. I'm supposed to take my turns relatively quickly on this, and I have banned myself from the move planner. Oh, well, I can use the move planner if I'm prepping an opening, but I can't use the move planner in game. Saying it over here? Yeah, it's fine. I don't really get valuable information from that, and it kind of encourages him to come in and scout out this city. And I like the idea of him sitting on the road, and then my copter being able to come in and hit from the road. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's fine. We'll just kind of skirt around his vision. Yeah, okay. As long as it doesn't actually slow me down from getting to like that property. For the potential of copter infantry. And then we go double tank. Infantry. Hit me. Oh, this is the high funds match. That's right. Oh boy. All right. Trying to take my city. The rocket shot my tank. It's gonna scare off this infantry. Actually, I guess the infantry can't get away. Oh, whoa, he's going in. Well, that's interesting. Not my first choice. He's going in up here too. And over. Oh, he's just trying to. Oh, he's just blocking it so I can't hit his AA. Okay. Double AA. APC. Tank. Double rocket. Yeah, I think we're definitely using the super here. I need to stop the replay first. There we go. Also going to finish this capture. Get this one. Get this one. Get this one. And we have to stop this. I think this tank... This tank is the perfect candidate. Like so. A little bit of follow-up. And this guy covers here. This doesn't actually stop me from doing this. Okay. I don't want to go sit and heal because I'll just get hit by the Kindle power. Good evening. Sadly can't do a wraparound. We'll just hit you up down to 1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place him here to potentially provoke a first strike. Maybe I should have attacked from the shoals so I didn't get hit by the power. That's okay. We'll definitely interrupt that. Wow, there wasn't even an explosion. The guy just vanished. You get to hit here. You get to hit here. I don't know why I don't have any explosions. They just... Oof. And then, well, I'm not going to go fight this stuff, so... Make sure these don't reach. Just take this guy out. Oh, the chip damage. You out. Up in our transport copter. Let's see, I can either give this rocket a pretty good wallop, or I can slow down his capture. That's an actual decision. There's no safe spot. So many indirects. This slows down this capture by at least 2 extra turns, so that's 4,000 in value, as well as anything else this infantry would ever want to do. And this probably does 2 damage to a rocket, which is almost 4,000 in value. I think we'll just go for this though. It's the more annoying thing to do. Especially in high funds. He's down to 6 infantry. Oh boy. You were probably supposed to transport someone. I get the feeling I've just been like walking back and forth with this transport copter. Go get him. He's actually gonna get hit by 2 consecutive, almost consecutive Kindle powers there. Where do I want to drop off? Here? A little bit gnarly. Kind of fancy for the block. But then again, he is a 1 health tank. I'm not super worried about him going back and repairing for 4 to 5 turns. We'll just head down here and we'll have you I guess I could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is kind of, it's like anti-air, please hit my transport copter. Yeah. You have a tank right there. As well as down here. I might as well build more copters. Usually you'd want to get bombers. I don't think I need them. I want double tank down here. Then we'll get a copter. Just an infantry. Yeah. It'll be 9 health. Gotta retreat with this artillery. This is gonna be so juicy once I crack it. I'm just envisioning all those tank hits on the indirects. There you go. Yo, guys, I need help. I don't know if starting working while doing university. We're just doing uni with parents' cash. Have you like signed up or turned in your FAFSA and stuff for those kind of decisions? I can tell at a glance the ranges of the units, but you don't want to rely on just telling at a glance. Always double check. Or as you see, I like quintuple check. I've been burned by trying to just eyeball everything. That's how you place your copters in range of anti-airs, and then next turn you're like, what was I thinking? And that's because you didn't click on the anti-air 5 times. Okay. That's all of them. Does someone have a replay they want me to go over? If you have a replay that you'd like me to go over, you can at me in the Discord. I'll switch over to the replay, actually. Close this. Time to open up replayer. The replay player. It has an update. Oh, true. I can. What the heck? Oh, replay player is safe. I could talk about the tournament I just played. Whoa. That was infinite loop. Okay, I've got one from Workfelt, which I'll download, and then I'll also download and then I will also download the one I just had with EPSI. Doop. What? I hear Spotify. I never installed Spotify. There was like a Windows update, and suddenly Spotify's here. I don't think Nintendo's going to do anything about Advanced Wars by then. It's been here for so long. Okay. There we go. We can do the tournament one first, since I'll be pretty familiar with that. This finished today against it's Go7, our hero in the top left, against DPSI, the villain in the bottom right. DPSI has haunted my entire existence after beating me live on Sacks of Terror in a 5-hour plus live game. So every victory I can get is a vengeance. I'm not sure why DPSI chose Kindle on this map. I'm assuming it's just because Kindle's always really good. I chose Drake because he has slightly better lander movement, being able to drop off from the harbor into these woods, which can accelerate capturing this city by a turn. You can also protect this city with a tank or anti-air from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bam, bam. And that's something a lot of players won't expect coming. And my strategy for this game was to go for the comm tower very quickly and delay my recon to make up for the loss of economy I'm going to have for going for this so fast. And I was going to do a bunch of infantry boosts and delaying capturing this airport and all that fun stuff. I do mess it up at some point, which is very sad, but it works out pretty well. We'll see that DPSI is going to go for the fast recon that a lot of players go for on this map. Here we go. Of course, DPSI is starting the neutral base capture. You pretty much have to do that. And I'm going to start it, and then I'm going to load my infantry in there right away. So I'm not going for the airport capture, just going beeline straight for the comm tower. DPSI hops into this lander and the black boat, also delaying the airport. Dropping off here. I guess that's just You get the it doesn't matter as long as you're not going for the comm tower. It doesn't matter if you go here or dropping off here. Sitting in the harbor and dropping off here just lets you go to this city, but this still gives you 2 options, so it doesn't super matter. Dropping off from the lander over here, this is fine. You're accelerating these. I think that's good. I think boats should go on river too. I'd be okay with black boats going on rivers. If that let me put like cruisers on shoals, then I'd be all about that. Here we go. Walking past all these properties. Moving the black boat back. So this is where I should have double loaded into the lander. And then double unloaded. So instead of this guy being here, he would have been here, and he could have started this capture while this guy starts this capture. Which would have been really nice, because then one of these guys can very easily reach this harbor, and I'll just be accelerated in the middle here. But I messed that up. I didn't load them in. Which means I'm going to be, like, delayed in what my opening would actually have been. Now it goes to the airport. And yeah, this is something that happens a lot on this map. Is it's very easy for your units to get in each other's way. So like this one gets to move 3, and this one just gets to move 2. Luckily, moving 2 doesn't super matter because you can still reach this city in 2 turns from here. And there's the recon, double infantry. Right for the comm tower, walking over there. I decided to go for the harbor. Since I already messed it up, I don't want to delay my economy more than I already am over here. Double drop off. Now it's going to be time to pick up these back cities. And then instead of getting a recon, I'm just going to get more infantry. EBSI also going for the harbor. We have a very similar setup going there. Recon on the move. Double drop off. Very nice. And then forced into triple infantry because of the recon last turn. It is really hard to optimize the capture phase of this map. They're on their journey. This is something that DPSI told me. After the game, he didn't realize that this was a 2-turn journey for his lander. Which is going to mess with his reinforcement routes. My first buy, besides an infantry, is a mech. And that's because I didn't want the recon to just kind of freely roam. Oh, it's more like you kept forgetting it's 2 turns. Gotcha. There's a little boost there. Yeah, like that would have been a great time to start doing the same journey over. And then a transport copter. Now, I've never even considered a transport copter on this map before, because you start with a black boat in the lander that's going to be moving infantry around. But I do see some merit to the transport copter, because what happens in the game, on pretty much every game on this map, is that you have an initially strong force of infantry moving in on their comm tower, but it's like impossible to reinforce them with more infantry. So this transport copter could be used for some initial reinforcements and then also transferring from fronts more infantry over here to support that. But this was totally new to me. And there you can see the amazing Drake movement boost allowing me to get this city earlier. Mech on the front lines. And then I get a tank. So I'm delaying the recon a lot. The DPSI comes over here, gets to see a completed comp tower. Not even the infantry is still sitting on it. You could probably deduce that the infantry moved down and started capturing this city, but I'm not sure if he follows up on that. The transport copter is making the lander's journey. Oddly enough, it makes this exact same 2-turn journey. So no tank. So yeah, the tank gets delayed for this transport copter. There's just a recon on the map and a bunch of infantry. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. And this mech can move into these woods, and then I can take this city. And then I walk past capturing this city so that some of this ant trail can pick it up. And then double mech recon. And I'm doing the double mech because I have a plan with this tank to show its face over here and then move everything onto this side. And I would really like the mech support for the actual fight. I don't want to try and challenge Kindle's comm tower because I feel like that's a losing battle to be fighting over property like that, especially with her power and the really short reinforcement routes for copters. Ooh, are we going to see a boost? I'm not sure what that boost gets him. Doesn't look like anything, but it looks fancy, and that's what matters. Ooh, his very own double mech and then anti-air. That's a really early anti-air against Drake. But I've been known to use Drake copters, so I think that's a fair decision. Grab the vision. No big surprise that there's a recon there. Now, this was a decision I took a long time on as to whether or not I want to put the tank in range of the recon, because I could have put it one back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then if he stays there, expecting just a mech to hit him to interrupt this, I can go tank mech and just kill the recon. But instead, I was like, you know what? I don't want to have my economy delayed anymore. I'm just gonna scare him off and put the tank in vision of the recon. And just lost double mech drop off. Time to refuel the black boat. Lander comes back. Tank, infantry. So he does indeed skedaddle after seeing this tank. This huge infantry wave starts coming in. And thanks to this transport copter, he's actually going to be able to take this city back a lot earlier than I would have thought. Being very protective of this comm tower, potentially looking to take this city. its own double mech drop off. Double mech is really strong on this map. With these forests here and this mountain, it makes these properties almost impossible to take without a big like shock force almost, or like artillery. Hey, Chris Martin. Double tank infantry. The tank spam is starting. I was a little bit cautious about going for this city. I thought, well, maybe if he decided to invest a lot of infantry over to the left instead of by his con tower, he could maybe like get lucky with the roll and then also step on it and hit this guy. But then I was like, nah, he won't have 3 infantry over here. It's fine. I'll bring a tank over just in case though. I think this is out of vision range of the mountain. So I can get my hit off and then I can switch fronts. Hoping to make him respond with copters and setting them up here so he has less stuff when I have my real fight over here. My own double tank turn. And thanks to that copter, he gets this way earlier than I thought he would. I thought I'd get to keep that city for quite a while, but the copter and then the super block off. I think this is actually a pretty bad mistake with the transport copter, because the recon can already block it, and me getting free hits on this transport copter means I can pick it off later. And there's lots of infantry over here to be boosted. And then I think it's because he sees the tank up here, so he decides not to try and go for this city. You should have put the copter 1 tile south. I expected a mech on those woods. Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's... I can understand thinking that. See more drop-offs into those woods. Bam! Get my free pick-off. Scout that out. Smack him. Complete the capture, bring the recon over in case there's more infantry engagements. You won't have had enough time to send the vehicles or anything up here yet, so I don't have to quite do the front switch. I want to do that once all of these other tanks show up. Now I can take my double shot against this transport copter, and then have a nice little line of mechs to help protect over here. Here comes the battle copter. It's a boost. I have to keep really good track of this recon because I don't want him to catch on to the fact that I'm going to have a lot of vehicles over here soon. Nothing but tanks. I had decided that I was going to be very tank heavy this game, so it's very fitting that it's just kind of tanks versus tanks. And I went for this hit. I think it's questionable. I wanted to keep the pressure on to really sell the fact that I had stuff over here. But it will cost me this infantry. I think it would have been definitely worth it if I had gotten the kill. I don't think it was even that great of a roll. And this little formation is to try and stop the mech from getting hit from two sides. Mechs are kind of just, they're still really good if they get hit by one infantry, but if two infantry hit you, then your mechs are really sad. But they're still quite valuable if only one manages to land a hit. You can see how much he has invested over here right now, especially in unit count, even if it's just one vehicle so far. Going for my comm tower. I think this is not a good decision, personally. But I can understand it when you're bringing your vehicles along, that you'll feel much more confident about this, especially after seeing the tank fight over here. It's just going for their comm tower is really risky when they still have so many infantry on the front. But I can understand as Kindle feeling like it's a great property to fight off of. So I'll clear him off. This does make my mech very vulnerable, so I might as well make another mech vulnerable. It's fine. So you can see here I'm trying to start a fight, and the mechs are being used to engage. I'm making sure, of course, that these backup troops are not being spotted by anything. Because what I want him to do is have to invest a lot of stuff trying to clear off these infantries, and then get like one hit on this mech, one hit on this mech, one hit on this mech, and then I can go tank, injured mech, tank, tank, like clear stuff off that way. So as long as the mechs, it's like really difficult to hit the mechs from two sides, then it'll work out really well for me. And it's not that bad if he has to invest a lot. I didn't know that guy was there. It made me very sad that guy came around and clear that off. So here comes the first hit on the mech. Bam. Down to 4. Goes for a sacrificial play. And he does that because he wants to be able to attack from this forest with a tank. And this one's really weird to me, because this anti-air is sitting on the road. And you kind of need that for what's like, there's going to be copters showing up to defend the comm tower. But at the same time, I guess it's like you need something to seriously hurt that mech. Otherwise, your tanks are just going to get pummeled. So I can understand it. But it's going to prove a little costly. He did have the option to just not fight me. He could have just like backed up a little bit, which probably would have worked out pretty well, because as soon as you make the mechs have to extend pretty far away from like the mountain and these forests, then they're going to be a lot worse. But since he doesn't know that I have all these vehicles over here, he probably feels really good about this attack. Of course, it was a trap. Tank, 2 injured mechs. Bam. Anti-air down to 3. I get to pick off the transport copter. Pick off that recon so that he won't be able to spot my my copters flying around in the background and my anti-air. I also didn't feel comfortable at all trying to hit this tank, because I'd have to hit it either from this road or this plains, and those are both next to cities. It's very easy for him to have a tank come in and just one-shot me. Do I think buying a lander is good on this map? Oh, you mean for here? Maybe in like the super late game. And then I'm trying to keep all the reinforcements out of sight, but just in range. And there's of course two purposes to that. For one, it makes this front look weaker than it is, but it also makes this front look a lot stronger than it is, because it's like there should be like 3 more vehicles and they're not here. They're not like fighting me over here, so they must be over here kind of mentality. And as you can tell, I just have infantry over here, and I'm even starting to leave with some of them to help out. So I really don't want to fight over here. So the stronger I look, the better. But like it looks like I'm ready to take that comm tower, but I would never. And here you can see he put this anti-air in a very exposed city, and then he's lining up 4 tanks and a copter that can all protect it. So he's trying to set his own trap. And then he's just incredibly defensive over here. There's 4 mechs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry. Where I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry, 9. So he's got the same number of infantry and then 4+ mechs invested over here. Or I should say +4 mechs. And this is a really safe attack to do with an anti-air, because I'm going to be moving way down here and fighting. And you'd have to have a tank like over here if you wanted to hit this. So what's going to be nice is I get to kill this infantry, and I'll be able to cover all of my guys that are going in from a safe distance. Of course, I want to kill that anti-air because I'm going to be assuming he doesn't have a backup yet. And then I'll just kill off these guys in the corner. Bring in a tank to reinforce from afar. And I will also be a little risky with my injured mech here. I know he doesn't have very good vision, so I don't think he'll realize that he can step here and kill this mech. For one, he doesn't have any vision of this area to know whether or not I've put something in this forest, and he doesn't have vision to actually see that the mech is here. And I'm very confident with this attack because I know that, one, I know he probably doesn't have an anti-air, and if he hits me, I'm going to get my super in retaliation. And the only things I have on properties right now are the 3 things I buy, this 1 copter, and this infantry on this harbor. And I put the copter here in case he didn't have any way of clearing it, it would save this tank. But arguably, I could have just kept the copter back. And I'm going to fall back up here because he might get antsy when he uses his power. There's the Urban Blight. It hits 5 things. And this was a misclick from DPSI. I'm pretty sure the misclick must have been that he clicked on the tank instead of the copter to clear off my copter, because this copter with the power would one-shot this guy. So this is wasting a tank shot to pretty much just take 2 damage on his tank. Yeah, which is very bad, especially when at least it reveals these guys, I guess. But you definitely don't want to be doing that. It would have let him get a shot off on this tank, I think. So with his power, he killed a tank, a recon, a battlecopter, half a tank, and then the value of my builds pretty much. He keeps his infantry in his black belt. He's doing this to dodge the mass damage, which I barely don't have my super. I was 450 away, so I go for this attack, and then I have my super. And we're gonna see this is gonna end up doing a lot of damage. Holy smokes, like 30,000 damage. Is that right? 141. 29,000 damage. That's mass damage for you. Especially with like a front that hasn't fought at all. All of these mechs, all of these infantry. You can see that it'll make it very easy for me to clean up these weakened tanks. And this nice tank that had already been hurt. And then I move this guy, this tank, this copter perfectly dodges my vision because the vision gets reduced. So this copter cannot come over here and finish this guy off. Instead, it just has to hit this tank while sitting next to a city, which kind of sucks. I felt very safe with this anti-air here because of all the plains and the forests, slowing down his tanks in the rain. So I thought he might be able to get one tank shot off, but not two. Like normally this guy'd be able to reach. And if he had someone here, he wouldn't be able to reach because it'd be, well, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And that can't go because it takes 2 to go here, and it takes 3 to go through a forest in the rain with your tank. So it'd be 3, 4, 5, can't reach. So I felt very secure with placing my anti-air on the front because of the rain. Yeah, I was very sad that I couldn't. I don't think there was a great way for me to map out, just because anti-air have that 2 vision that goes down to 1, and I have to move the tank that's spotting this. So I don't know. He did kill my recon last turn, which made me really sad. Oh, and I brought an artillery over here just in case he starts an offensive. It covers, well, in this case, it covers 4 cities, which is really good. Plus, infantry plus artillery is an amazing combination. And then I'm still not having any ideas of pushing over here, so I'm going to cause even more infantry to abandon this front now that all of his stuff is injured. And they will start swinging down here. So after this engagement and the mass damage, DPSI is behind 31,000, and he only has 10,000 in the. He has to spend half of his income on repairs. So this is definitely a rough turn. I don't know how he didn't get that kill. That must have been really low rolls. And then that's all of his units that can actually interact on this front have already moved. So he then resigns because everything over here is going to die. GG. If I do that, compare it to DPSI. So I built 1 more infantry, 1 less mech. We built the same number of almost everything. That's unreal. Same tank numbers. I built 1 more anti-air. He built a T-copter that I didn't build. And he built 1 more mech, and I built 1 more infantry. And I built 1 more recon. GG. You can see. Wait. I'm not sure if this is reading right. This is saying that DPSI had steady deaths from like turn 12 to turn 17. Maybe that's true. So DPSI's misclick did hurt him quite a bit in this fight. Having one less tank would mean I wouldn't have quite as good of a retaliatory strike. Which definitely made a big difference. But overall, he played it very well. And he didn't super fall for my little feint with the tank up here. He sent some stuff, but he very, very quickly switched stuff over and joined the fight. It's not like he ended the game having 2 copters up here with all these mechs. That would have been really, really bad. And that was from the latest Discord tournament, the Fog one. It's not the latest. There's a new one, but one of the latest. And then the other game, actually, it looks like I've got more stuff sent to me. Wargrew stuff. Okay, the other game I've got here has been sent by Rickfelt, which I've heard is an up-and-comer. Been performing very well. Some even say a prodigy. Hey, Rickfelt. You won? Well, let's make sure we turn you into the paint. Make sure you're facing to the left. Not swap sides. It says you're not facing to the left, though. You're facing to the right. Okay, right. Left. Okay. What does swap sides mean? Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Looks good. So our hero against Sasha. I like this matchup. This is one of my favorite matchups in the game. Like how do you leverage your economic advantage to come up to overcome the stat disparity? And how do you manage your powers to make sure that Von Bolt never gets his super? And then as Von Bolt, it's like, how do you bully well enough with your stat advantage to make sure you don't get overrun economically? And how can you like sneak in the super in the mid to late game? It can be good. The capture phase is looking pretty good so far. I see he's going for the for this city and then this city. It's fine. It's the same number of turns, I believe, to get to either one. It makes taking this city safer, but it does mean that you're going to have one less front infantry, so your aggression's probably worse. I guess priorities. I'd probably do it the opposite way if I was Bubbled. Thought process for this match was low cities on here, so a good aggressive early game. To have more cities will give you the upper hand. Yeah. That's a very good general strategy as Von Bolt. Just be incredibly aggressive and try and bully them. Problem is he could have stopped me from getting the upper city if I delayed it. Yeah, I mean, it's fine if he tries to stop you, because he'll be just donating units to you. Because you're Von Bolt. Okay, for Sasha, it is very important to get the airport online in time for the economic advantage to really kick in for that. See, in this case, I mean, it's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with this. In the other case, you would have finished here, you would have started here, and then if he tries to like come in and hit you, you get to step off and come on and just kill his infantry, and then have a unit count advantage over here very, very easily. Moving on for this harbor. Okay. It's fine because you have your tank to counter this tank. This might be a situation where you have to get an early anti-air, because you can just build a copter to deny you. I'm assuming he's going to build a copter. No, he's going to build an anti-air. I don't understand that choice, because he already has the harbor. So he doesn't care if you build a copter right now. Where like a copter here is really strong, because there's nothing to contest it and it denies a property on buy. I think trading the infantry is worth the delay as Von Bolt. Or pretty much as anyone. It's a front infantry, and you're not even like trading a full infantry for infantry. He's only gonna hit you down to like 6 or 7 or something because you've got Von Bolt defense. And getting that unit count advantage on base light is so nice. Well, because he didn't build a copter, you will be able to get this harbor. I mean, I guess you can still try and deny it. You can still build copter and then let you get the first hit with your tank, I guess. Yeah, okay, so he hits you down to 7. That's with comm tower. Sadly, there's another infantry over here to finish him off. Okay, now he builds the copter. Would have been a lot stronger a turn earlier, because it would have stopped this capture. Interesting that you just continued capturing. I guess that's because you're moving another infantry over here. Because if you're leaving this guy alone, then you can just hit him back. Otherwise, I think he can deny you. Is this the... So you wouldn't want to move... I'm assuming you're moving the infantry down here to hit this guy after he interrupts you. But he can just rotate to another side of this city. And then you won't be able to reach him. So you should... I guess it's... Where were you? You're on the city, right? I guess you can just go here. No. 2, 3. He'd really like to go straight forward, but he can actually block you off with this anti-air by just sitting right here. Huh. Well, he'll just... If I was him, I would just rotate to another side. And be hunky-dory. I'm not sure why his anti-air is moving here. Because this isn't locking the airport. It only goes to here and here. I guess this threatens the infantry in the middle. And he does do the little rotate dance, but he wasn't able to... Look at Von Bolt being Von Bolt. You get the capture even though you get hit twice. And you're now denying this property. He's doing a little skirting on the edges. So if you're playing a Sasha against Von Bolt, you need to be leveraging your economy to somehow like make up for the stat difference. And you can either do that, of course, by getting more units by being able to afford more battlecopters than Von Bolt can, or by teching up. So in this case, instead of building a tank infantry, he could just get another battlecopter and then have 2 battlecopters in the tank. Try and kill off this anti-air. I don't know. I feel like the tank infantry is going to be... It's just a weak buy into Von Bolt, who's just building tanks. Even do double artillery to be better. Or be really gutsy and just go infantry battlecopter. You also want to get as many battlecopters out as you can before the anti-air locks it down. All right. Infantry going in. I'm not sure what this is about with this little wall instead of finishing off this guy. Is that because you don't want to allow the first strike over here, I take it? Okay, that's fine. I personally wouldn't be scared about the first strike because his infantry here is very vulnerable to getting 2-hit KO'd. And this is, I mean, you could try and join cap this, I guess, but he's probably not going to get that city. He definitely should have done what you did. He's much worse in these like brawly fights. Guys just pumping out tanks. So that's what you don't want to do with Sasha against Von Bolt, is you don't want to fight tank to tank. You don't want to be fighting on even units or even unit types. Either go like medium tanks or get artillery to because they don't care so much about the defense boost, or you get lots of copters. Tank to tank is going to favor Von Bolt a lot, because you will never be able to two-hit KO his tanks if they're sitting on a city, and you won't even be able to two-hit KO his tanks if they're on a forest and you only have one comm tower. And that's a lot of squares that they can just kind of sit on and be really annoying. Sasha recently picked up to Mega Tank to take on your Javier. Wow. B ship? I think a B ship would be awful. Doesn't just get taken out by the copters built from this anti-air, or not this anti-air, but this airport. Battleship here. I think that's also 3, 4, 5, 6. It barely doesn't cover this this HQ, so I would not do that. I could potentially see a carrier, I guess, if the airport's a really big problem. I wouldn't go battleship. I don't know if stealths are banned, but this could be an amazing map for stealth, since this is fairly easy to lock down the airport with anti-air. And it's a really small map. I think this engagement's fine. It's not great. He injures this tank, but there's 2 tanks covering it, so he's going to lose his tank for it. Okay, there we go. Here comes the mega tank. Not mega tank, medium tank. He wishes that was a mega tank. Stealth's not banned. Sasha is floating a lot of cash, which is not good, because you need to be using that money to really help in the fight. Both been doing a great job, though. Ooh. Double sack. Oh. I don't think that ever rolls successfully. So I guess that was to kill this copter. I don't think... Oh, no, you still get to hit from the other side. Never mind. Yeah, okay. That's good. I was like, you can always ignore the copter and just hit this artillery with the tank. But no, this is good. You attacked with the wrong infantry? Is this the wrong infantry? Oh, because you wanted to block? Which infantry is the wrong infantry? You could have attacked the 9 health. Let's go back. Talking about this guy? If you use the right infantry... Oh, I see what you mean. Using this guy to finish this guy off, and then you can walk up and hit this guy. Gotcha. Big fan of the sacks. Sacrificial attacks are my favorite tactic in the game. I use them a lot. You should definitely try out Wargroove, and you'll get to do sacrificial attacks all the time. Many games in Wargroove end just because a sacrifice happened. Market crash. Okay. I think this is fine. I mean, I guess it's only gonna be fine if the engagements matter with it. Otherwise, you could always just save up. There's gonna be one attack there. Okay, that probably mattered. That's good. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty good market crash. This looks very vulnerable. I'm pretty sure you can just clear that with an anti-air and then smack his anti-air with your tank, and then the copter is free to roam about and do whatever it wants. Ooh. Smack and join for 2 more health? Why? You can still clear it with these guys, with both of them. Okay, I don't quite understand that. That's just losing. Why'd you use the tank? Does he not have anything better to do? You always kill this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely this guy's hitting here. I guess you want to just heal this tank. That's fine. Oh, you're not going for his anti-air. You're just going to go for the block. Okay. That works too. See, this is like a Sasha buy, like an early game Sasha buy. Copter, infantry, infantry. It's good. You want that unit count, especially on base light. Here it comes. Beetle bomb. You're so slow. It always feels bad when your opponent gets to just dive and kill your artillery, and you just kind of wait with your stuff. You really should, at the very least, move this back onto the city. Yeah. For exactly that reason. Interesting. So I don't think this block is worth it. I think you just kill this guy, right? Can this guy reach? Yeah, no. I'm not sure why you went here instead of just here and kill this. I'm assuming it's to stop a 2-hit KO. But if he goes for the 2-hit KO, he's going to lose both infantry, so that's good for you. And that's fine. I think when because you're a hit-on economy, so if you can trade off infantry, that's just really good for you. Okay, you built that. I thought you waited for the copter. I'm fine with healing this guy. This is a problem with medium tanks against tanks, is tanks can just kind of outmaneuver them. There is a world in which he kills your infantry. Yeah, that's true. You could like double hit. It's not very likely, I think, that he would kill your infantry on planes with an 8 health and a normal health, but it's also fine for him to kill that infantry because, I mean, you'll just kill both of his. And the market crash. Medium tank taking out a 5 health infantry. At least it gets to do something. Sneaks in and gets to hit the anti-air. I think he could have done a sacrifice. I think if he, before using his power, went for this attack, and then with his power, the follow-up there, he probably would have killed that, questionably. Maybe not. It's probably asking too much for this to do 4 damage. It would have had to be an amazing roll. Oh, that's pretty antsy. So if you're doing that, that means you're planning to hit this anti-air. Pop. Oh, you're not planning, you're just planning to block it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Oh no, you're planning on just sacrificing a copter. That's fine. I don't think you needed to sacrifice that copter though, right? Can you hit this? 1, 2. Oh no, there's no way around this. I see. So you would have had to go copter, tank. Which I think would definitely be worth it. And then you could even do it in a way that this copter doesn't get a target. That guy lived? Amazing. Special Forces Penguin. It's a pretty nice hit for Sasha onto Vumbolt there. Ooh. Just barely. The anti-air is about to run out of ammo. That's always a good sign when you see your unit's about to run out of ammo. That means that unit has really paid for itself. I don't agree with this tank just sitting here repairing. I guess he kind of has to. He's too scared of this full health tank? I don't know. Probably should go in there and try and pick off some infantry. A mech. That's a value mech movement over a river and a mountain. And he dies. That's the problem with repairing on dangerous cities. Is that you I think you spent 2 turns repairing that tank and then it just dies. Wow! I did not expect that anti-air to live that retaliation. That guy is MVP. Oof. That must have been a low health 9. Vumbolt's got some of the scariest copters in the game, so it's understandable. They're almost eagle level scary. It's poor medium tank. Oh no, it can still get out. Would you have blocked it in? You could have blocked it in. I guess it's not much of a block in. You just move the 2 health down here, and he has to step off the city to kill it. You could have 2 health here, 4 health here. He's locked in. Oh, and then he resigns. I think you played that very well. You even had a nice sacrificial play. What's your rating again? Compared to Overmark. 1K. You're definitely on the rise. It was a small map like that is definitely pretty tough for Sasha. She would have had to really lean heavily on the copters more, and using some of these mountain choke points for indirect play. How good with a CO with the day-to-day being that they repair at the end of their turn instead of the beginning? I think that would be a lot. I don't know, it's almost a negative day-to-day. Just because of how much harder it is to manage that economically. Defensively, it's better to repair at the end of your turn. You also then have to like factor that into all your buys. Could be interesting. Strategical advice. What was your strategy? Let's see if I can. It seemed like your strategy was to just that's right, to try and secure an early economic advantage with your better stats. That's definitely the strategy to go for, and you definitely bullied him very well. I think that's exactly what you do as Von Bolt. You're not trying to play as the late game. You have your advantage immediately, so you should use it right away. In any same unit fight, you come out ahead. Yeah, I think that's definitely a good choice. I guess the only thing I would say is that you want to have specific cities already in mind. I think you did with this one, and then you just kind of chose spots that you found were weak, or you just could pummel through, like over here. Definite targets would be this harbor. Would be an amazing target to try and get him to try and defend or just take. I think in a higher level game, fighting over here would be really dangerous because I'm seeing great spots for artillery to be peppering you from. Like, that's a really annoying artillery to deal with, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, never mind. It would be a really annoying artillery if they have a lock on your your airport, that is. Otherwise, you can actually reset in one turn. But maybe over here would be better then, because there's just it's out of the 1 turn range, and there's just a little choke point. Yeah, like over here, great targets to pressure. Getting having an anti-air near his airport all the time is really good. Sure, you can DM me a replay. I like that you didn't engage with this medium tank. That was really good. And no problem. I think you played very well. I can see why they you're calling you an up-and-comer. Did you watch other people's replay on the map? Yeah, this medium tank I think only hit infantry. Trying to think of what I mean, this city is obviously a good choice to go after as Unbolt. I still would like the idea of baiting him into trying to fight you over here instead of like back here. But he probably would just let you have it. Considering, like down here, he can't even interrupt you with a single infantry. Just Von Bolt being Von Bolt. I can look at high funds, Yami, if you want to send me the replay. Yeah, the extra defense is broken. That's why he's tier 1 and all he has is just +10/+10. And a like a good super when it goes off. Defense is a broken stat. Yeah, you can send me a game of your choice. I definitely don't know nearly as much about high funds. But I can do my best. What's everyone's favorite modes while we wait for a replay coming my way? Or I can, of course, just find one in the meantime. I'm, of course, a big Fog fan. I know the community is rather divided between Standard and Fog, and then High Funds is a little neglected. Oh, silence. It's okay. What do I even have in here? Fog is greater than Standard. Standard is much greater than High Fog. High Funds Fog. And High Funds Fog is much greater than High Funds. Whoa. You can just send it to me on Discord. Use a link to the replay, or you can send me the file. Just drag and drop it. Tried sending the file. Do you at me or direct message me? From the replay library, I guess. Ah. You should be able to drag and drop the zip. We can take 42's replays. Okay, this one's coming in. Once you get satisfied with standard, you might try fog. What will it take to be satisfied with standard? Okay. Oh, I know this map. This one had some very aggressive sensei plays on it. It's a very wide map. We're gonna have to scale this down. Let me just move it so I don't need to scale it. Up it. Down. There we go. Okay, that should be fine. It's super wide. Certifiable banger. Okay, I can understand wanting to climb higher. I kind of did the inverse of that. I climbed to #1 in fog, and then I tried standard. Ooh, indirect usage is a nice level up. Yeah, this is definitely can't buy as alternate account. Can't buy. All right, Andy versus Javier. Now, Andy is, of course, very, very, very good in high funds. The super gets a lot of value repairing expensive units, and you also get the super really fast. And he also gets a movement boost from that super. So on land, he's very intimidating, and in air, he's extra intimidating because his fighters just don't die, and they move really far and one-shot everything. So I'm expecting some of that to happen here. The Javier does get very defensive. And this is a map where it's potentially possible to take both comm towers. So that might come into play. And this is almost a forced turn 1 for player 1 to capture the already captured, the pre-capped city. And that's just a first turn advantage balance for high funds, because the funds are more skewed than in a standard match. You need just a little bit extra to balance the turn advantage. This map is massive, and you do start out with an airport. It's got 2 bridges which look like runways coming off. But we need to turn our hero the Cobalt Ice and make you face the other way. Right away into a transport copter. I think that is a totally fine play. I would not be surprised if Campai does the same thing. There are these middle bases that both players are going for. If this is your first time playing this map and you don't scan it very well, it's very easy to miss that there's a middle base over here. And then you won't see it until your opponent starts walking towards it. All right. Early battle copter out of Campai here to try and put some pressure down here. I think it's okay. It does give you a unit count advantage, which is nice. But it's also, wow, that's a really fast reaction with the anti-air. You can actually delay it a lot if you want to. The map is kind of bizarre, yeah. I don't like this not hopping into the transport copter and going after one of these further away cities. Instead, you're just walking towards that, and then the transport copter just moves up a tile. That tells me you might as well just build the transport copter a turn later. I guess you're dropping off over here to go for that city and make the one tile of movement make sense. Well, he's doing the same thing. You guys both going for this city then? Oh, he's doing it for, oh, I see. He's going for a little boost here. That makes sense. And then he's going to do the big boost. I'm more okay with this one since he already gets a boost that then goes into a chain. I'll have to see where this goes. You did not consider you could rush one of the center topside properties? Ah, yeah. Very interesting that he gets this anti-air so soon, even though you haven't built a battlecopter yet. I mean, I guess it's fairly safe that you're going to be building air. Okay, you do go for that city. And then you go for a tank in response to the anti-air. He only has 2 infantry over here. It's so vulnerable to being messed around with. You also only have 2 infantry with the double vehicle buys. But that's why you that's why it'd be fine to delay the anti-air, because you just want more than like just 2 infantry. And in high funds, especially, you run out of infantry really, really fast. There's really big units that just one-shot them running around all over the place. And then once you're out of infantry, you can't progress in the game. You can't pressure anything. There's no threat that you'll like capture cities. And here we see the anti-air gets built, and then the battlecopter just runs away and pressures somewhere else, while a tank comes in and threatens you. I like this. Just sitting on the city. Because there was the potential for him to like walk onto it. That was a weird. So yeah, okay, you wanted the boost to get to this city, but then you wanted this guy to pick it up. Okay. That's fair. I feel like you don't need to come back for that boost though, right? You can still get this city from here. What did this copter do? Go back. Okay. For this capture, it goes back. Yeah, I guess you would have needed to do. I guess it has to go over to the left to make the transport copter achieve something, I guess. Otherwise, it's just walking back and forth. Yeah, okay. Or flying back and forth. First, You got your first comm tower of the game. Very nice, as Javier. Okay, so this one copter has so far forced 2 anti-airs, which I'm sure is very happy about. This one is actually forced. This one was more prophylactic, much like this one. One of your few infantry going. Ooh, it doesn't quite go down. Power of the defense. I think Andy's tier 2. Or borderline tier 3 into tier 2. He did end up getting a second copter. Good night, Fluffy. Getting some of these back caps. Not sure what this anti-air was trying to threaten. Maybe it's trying to make you move into range of these tanks or something. It's a nice first strike for you. He can't even trap you because he can't get all of these sides covered. You can almost trap you in there. And again, trapping you on a city. Ooh, look at that. That's a bold. That's one of those bold plays. I like that. It's like you can hit me, but I'll just kill your tank for it. I like it. Aggressively placed artillery are always really fun. Is this just a dead transport copter? You can't. I guess it's gonna live because of the defense boost. That makes sense. Yeah, he'll go for it, but you'll live. Yeah. And an injured transport copter is still a transport copter. He kills it eventually, though. Okay. It looks like he's just moving his copters over to the right. Lots of tanks and anti-air being built up over here. He's going a lot for these the injuries on these infantry, especially in high funds. I think you should always be repairing your infantry. They're just so valuable for those captures. But I don't think that was worth it for him to just injure 2 infantry for an entire tank. So he really didn't see that you could lock him in there with the artillery. It was a very nice play. I think you just go for the roll to kill. I don't think you can kill it, right? But you could have double hit this. But you want to be here so that you can hit this guy. I guess. You want to threaten the city cap so that you would. How are you clearing this? The anti-air won't kill it. I could see you going up here to stop him from capturing this city. I think you had to buy a third anti-air. Is that right? You didn't buy it, but if you wanted to cover all this stuff, you have to. I said you bought an artillery. Ooh. Rest in peace. I guess you can try and lock him in. Here. Oh, you built a black boat. I get you to get the city. I think I would have built an anti-air instead of a black boat, though. There's no real rush to get this. It's such a big map. Okay. All the different fronts. Wow, this is a little daring of him. Well, it looks like you can just get a free hit. Excuse me. The T-copter can... Oh, yeah, the T-copter can also capture this city. That's true. That's another reason to build the anti-air instead. Well, I'm seeing... It looks like a nice... Some nice tricks over here. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you go like copter, tank, and then this tank goes on to here and like hits this infantry, you can potentially kill this tank, and then his anti-air can't actually reach your copter. Oh, you're going up here. Okay. The only difference I would have with this play is I think I would wait till I start the cap and then I could repair him. I miss black boat repairs all the time in like top level serious games that I really shouldn't. Yeah, this is fine too. He can't don't lie to me. Replay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't reach the copter this way either. This is even better because now you're for sure killing this tank. Is the anti-air now? The anti-air's now. The only sad part is this anti 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Okay. You're barely covering against this copter hitting with a rebuild there. There's so many anti-air. Because it's such a wide map, you need so many to try and cover against all of these copters. Ooh, the medium tank comes out. It is looking very uncontested up here. I don't know if you want to go medium tank against Andy, though. Because you don't want Andy to start investing in big vehicles against you. And if you build a medium tank, it makes him want to get a medium tank, and he really likes getting those things. I'll see what happens when he starts getting the big guns. Okay. Bam. Middle's starting to look grim. He went for the Neo Tank. Neo Tank is definitely an answer to medium tank. He's maybe a little overkill on the anti-air over here. I guess... Oh, this doesn't quite reach. Never mind. Going after your poor black boat. He's just trying to threaten everywhere. Yeah, well, that was definitely forced. It's kind of sad that you bring him to exactly 5. Spicy front switches. Oh, I see. I like it. I like it. He invests a lot over here. Time to hit him somewhere else. Very nice. Another T-copter. Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess you want to, yeah, you want to move this. That's fine. This is super annoying. Now you can't go for your island base. You're just sitting in your black boat hiding from the copter. Yeah, you didn't have to do that joint cap. You could have just like done the double repair and been fine. Whoa. Oh, can he reach your anti? No. Ah, that hurts. Ooh, the fancy infantry blocks. I'm not sure what exactly he's blocking, but he's blocking it. Neotank's coming down. Oh, you have your own Neotank. Neotank plus medium tank does kill Neotank, I believe. So, no. So that's good for you. So many front switches. You're coming into the middle. He leaves the middle. This is a pretty scary threat he's got going on this city, though. But you do have the copter ready. I'm surprised he went up here with this copter. I feel like just denying the city forever is pretty good value. Oh, here comes the mega tank. I don't know if I agree with that mega tank buy. And now he gives the city to you. That's really weird. Are you letting him get a Neotank first strike on you? I mean, you are on a city. It's probably fine. You're a city as Javier. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, 40K income. Welcome to high funds. And that's why Andy's so good, right? Because there's so much money on the field. He'll just super, next turn, super again. You match him? Mega tank to mega tank? I mean, I guess it's fine if you have your power up, right? You'll be so bulky. I like how you guys don't have your anti-airs spread across the map. You just have them sequestered in little sections where the opponent does not have any battle copters, of course. You are definitely not going to let him break through the middle. I love all of his incredibly bold copter attacks. Whoa. Here he comes. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I don't know about that hit. That hit does not make sense. I would not park my anti-air to finish off a 1 health medium tank. I just use the infantry. I mean, the infantry are very valuable for capturing cities, but that's a dead anti-air. Went wild. Yeah, he's just diving in. And he's body blocking your Neo tank, right? Yeah. T-copter block against your battle copters. He's trying to like get a pincer on you in the middle. I do not understand this copter strike. I guess it's to slow you down from getting his cities. Tower of Power. Is that the super? Oh, yeah. Okay. Bam. Yeah, it's just a dead... Oh, no, he... Can you break this? No, you can't quite break. You can do a lot of damage, though. Tower of Power is very good. It's something that Andy doesn't really want to leave himself open to for first strikes. As you can see, it does a lot. One shot. Yeah, definitely a very questionable copter attack over there. Oh man, that's okay for him. The one shots. Well, that's a very unhappy turn for Camp By there. Getting pretty punished by the super, and then you're going to be very durable on this turn. So I'm expecting some kind of tickle attacks. Yeah, even copter on copter's like almost even. Copter lives. Copter lives a full health. Andy super anti-air strike. But doesn't live the follow-up. It's so hard to kill super Javier units. 7/7. Getting the first super off against him was a huge deal. Also amazing that you did. You would think because he can just zone you with that +1 movement. He really likes walking into this artillery range. Why? Did he just kill the... Yep. That's his last anti-air on this side. The copters get to keep coming. I just realized he had double transport copters there. Yeah. With Andy Super, you get to kind of do that whenever you want. If you want to use it for the movement and firepower boost for a strong engagement, you do that. If you want to do it in the middle of your turn, so you do some strikes that you can then get the heal off of. You can do that. You can even do it at the very end of your turn if you want. It's a very flexible power. I like how he got 2 transport copters, but then also got the black boat like you did to get this property. I'm not sure what was going on in the game that led to that. With a join. I don't know if you just like couldn't run anywhere with that 3 health guy. I think using the 3 health tank maybe over here to try and body block against the Neo tank is better. But I think this still dies in just 2 hits. It's just big time fight though. The mega tank, it has its first possible target. That artillery got so much work done. Yeah, with this formation plus Artie, it's true. He can't really do anything to you. Coming back. What's he up to? Slowly moving the mega tank into the battle. He's leaving that mega tank open to your mega tank first strike. I guess he's thinking there's nothing you can do, but if you manage to get your super off of the fight over here, that's a dead mega tank. That's mega tank plus Neo tank kill mega tank, right? You are definitely going to be able to get your super on your turn. You're just gonna do your normal. He must be just trying to get power. I don't know. That's a very question. That's just give you super move. I'm surprised you went for your normal power on this turn. I feel like you can very easily give yourself your super. And we've already seen a few engagements that would have been a lot better with the super. That one wouldn't have mattered. This one won't matter. Or this one. Or this one. That one would have also totally fine. I guess your alternative to that. Oh, never mind. You're probably just gonna send this anti-air to kill this, because you could have moved the copter anti-air here and then just be lined up to one-shot him. Yeah, that's better. You still think the normal power? Well, yeah, let's see if it's fine enough over. Oh, yeah, never mind. Normal power is fine. It's just going to be worse for this Neo tank, I guess. Oh, no, your body blocked him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, never mind. No, I guess he still has Neo tank plus medium tank. Well, he's definitely going to be doing the super this turn. I think he can do the super after making this attack if he wants. Oh, never mind. He just resigns. Yeah, that was a very interesting game. There were some very weird engagements. Very aggressive positioning. I guess he just assumed you couldn't kill his stuff. I don't get the what was going on with the transport copters after the opening. I felt like there was a lot of them just kind of sitting in the middle trying to body block. But GG. Definitely probably should have sent one over to the corners. And also deny the corners with the copters look really good. You felt like neither of you knew how to play the map? Yeah, it's a very wacky map because of how wide it is. I really liked how I liked your response to all the stuff over here. Just front switch through the middle. It took him forever to catch up to you. But that was good. Well, thank you, Yanni, for the replay. Haha, no, thank you. Let's see if I can find one of 42's games here. Oh, Olaf mirror. Let's look at this one. Or no, yeah. Where'd it go? There we are. From Wharf to Wilds. Leave it like that. I happen to know that 42 has a very specific opening on this map that involves an early recon. So we'll see if that comes into play or not. Make this bigger so it matches up. There we go. Oh, this one. All right, 42, you are the hero. You can be Cobalt Ice. Which way is he facing? He's facing to the right. We will make you face the left. Okay. Adder versus Jake, a very classic matchup in Standard. This is, of course, the typical opening for this map, going for the airport very quickly. He's going backwards. I do not suggest going for this as an opening, and that's just because there's no pressure on capturing these cities. You can do that at any time, so it's usually better to go for more of these contested cities, maybe put some pressure on these mountains, put a lot of pressure down here in this corner where a lot of valuable cities are, and there's only going to be like 1 or 2 infantry trying to capture all of that. Much like what 42 does here. I think this is looking good. Yeah. So, I mean, it's fine to move just to 2 because it seems like he's going to go for this city, but you might as well go to 3 just to leave your opponent guessing as to whether or not you're trying to like rush this city or not. 42 also going for the early back cap. I would suggest delaying this longer. We got, okay, this is the 42 opener. Okay. He's going for the more broad approach to the capture. He's not trying to rush any of these cities, which is fine. So this recon is going to be to contest everything over here and contest this airport capture. really force a tank to come over here. Especially because there's only one infantry that went this way so far. Alright, he's starting to head into the middle. Wow. Okay, and there's the tank. This tank is going to have to go over here, so 42 should be able to get some nice, easy pressure in the middle here. I feel like that's not the correct move. Because now this doesn't stop. Oh, you're going to use this infantry to stop this capture. Okay. Yeah, that's fine then. Oh, he doesn't go for it. Very interesting. Oh, he's not going to send the tank over to fight off the recon. Whoa. You go with a slow approach with the infantry from the south base after he catches the comm tower? Like you go comm tower first? You're talking comm tower and then over here? That's fair. You can do that. I think that's fine. You can, as long as you're sending infantry towards cities, your economy will be fine. And it's just better to be sending them towards cities that are more contested and standard. So, yeah, it's fine to go here and then over here and then slowly do these back caps while allowing yourself as much forward pressure as possible. Going in for the hit. Oh, interesting. Going in for just a single hit and then the capture and then the tank to come up. I don't super like this. I feel like it's just a donation of this infantry for one turn of delay on this city, which just puts you down 1 in unit count. Because this other tank is going to be able to join this one. And it's going to be 2 versus 1. He can still interrupt your capture. So I'd rather just don't go for the interrupt. Start this capture and maybe have a little line of infantry. So that he can't get the 2 infantry hit on you. Ooh, the artillery. Especially if you're getting an artillery, you don't want to be sacrificing unit count. Those need to block for it. Well, look at him. He's trying to be all tricksy. But that doesn't... you can't run through that, though. The replay viewer just didn't realize there's a unit block. Yeah, he goes in for the hit. He goes in for that hit. Yeah. And then there's 2 tanks. This is a really, really good hit. It's very hard to replace this infantry, and it's already had all of these caps delayed by a ton by being put down to 5. I think he got very lucky on you to knock you down to 9, though. Run away. Sadly, I don't think you can cover that guy. He didn't even have comm tower and he knocked you down to 9. He super high rolled you. picking on your poor infantry. So you have only 10,000 this turn. Oh, because of the repairs here that stops you from going battlecopter, infantry. I'm liking some of these blocks you're putting forward to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, never mind. He couldn't reach the anti-air anyway. Not anti-air artillery. But it does cover this tank very nicely. I think at 1 health, you don't invest in repairing this guy. He still makes an excellent blocker on this front where there's only 1 infantry and 3 tanks. Interesting that you didn't go for the mountain interrupt. And you're still in the spot where he can hit you with his tank. Like if you ran over here, he can't hit you with the tank this turn. That gives you another turn to build your own tank. Probably, yeah. Probably recon still on a property. It is nice that recons are surprisingly durable against battlecopters, though. Ooh, if I was him and I was doing this, I'd be building an anti-air right now. Because you're definitely going to answer this aggression with a copter. Poor penguin. These are very aggressive infantry moving forward. Oh! Look at how annoying that is. This anti-air, I'm assuming, is just scared of this tank. But he can still hit you there. I mean, you would hit back with the mech. Is it too many infantry on the right? No, this is fine. He just needs anti-air follow-up, and it's really good. Look, there's a ton of properties over here. So you want to be really fighting for them. That's why this recon was so good. Like, look at all this stuff is denied. Coming for your cities. And this is like the kind of pressure you can put on. I'll have to cover against this tank. But okay. I mean, I wouldn't have done that. I definitely would have wanted to have something covering these guys. Like he's going to get this city now. Away. I think this mech was a desperation mech because of funds, if I remember correctly, because it was built on the same turn as the battlecopter. It's kind of a rough map for mechs for people that don't have movement boosts. A little bit of a long walk, and people can always just walk away from you. Like in this situation, but I think you still get the retaliation. It's not so bad. Because this tank can still reach. Our recon did his job. Ooh. I did not see that he could hit you there. That's really bad. You can see after the initial fight over these like middle properties, you can kind of just leave. It's very hard to take these once they've already been taken. And then there's all the goodies on the side to fight for. Yeah, that looks really bad over here because now you're in the problem of you need to build an anti-air to deal with the copter, but he's just going to kill your tank, and then you can't protect your anti-air. Well, he might just run away. The mecha is doing some work. Yeah. I guess it does block your infantry. If your infantry wants to kill it, it has to spend one turn doing that. But at the same time, your infantry's kind of fine with doing that because it sets it up to capture his property. This was a bit of a gutsy move, just attacking this tank in range of your mech. You use the copter, that's fine. So aggressive. Is that safe? I mean, he can kill this. That is not safe. Right, because copter, tank hits, infantry hits, probably kills the artillery. This is a river. And then you can anti-air and tank and just eat up all of these guys. Oh, he even gets a movement boost if he wants it. Oh, your anti-air walked away. Oh no. All of these little one-turn or one-move shimmies I'm seeing. It was like the transport copters in the other game. Oh, he missed it. Wow. Well, that would have been really, really bad. But this isn't as bad. The artillery is at least going to get a shot off. Never punished, yeah. Over here, it looks very grim. The denial, though, of these properties from that recon, still in effect. So the recon was very value. I don't know what's going on over here. Once your units are hiding behind your base, that's really bad. Sidewinder. He's using the super? Well, that didn't need the super. Okay, let's see if we can spot where he uses it. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's still normal power. Oh, that might have been it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Of course, instead of going there with this tank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the normal power, get a nice hit on the copter or the tank. Over the copter though, would have been pretty nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, he used the super movement. Used it there. Used it there. Used to repair on the city instead because of it. I feel like he could have just used his normal power and have the power ready next turn and had a good turn, but it was enough to make 42 resign. So I think that went downhill over here. I think that's pretty clear. And then because of how much stuff has to be invested over here, the fight over here got pretty bad. But the corners were looking really, really nice. Yeah, when the AA died, things got especially grim. Yeah. Some of like the defensive spots that you were like sitting on over here with the recon of the bridge and infantry coming up here. There's some other ones, but the AA dying was pretty huge. Yeah. You think you still had a chance in this in this spot or when the AA died? Yeah, I think the recon opener did great. When the game ended, you have all of your corner properties. He hasn't even, well, he's just started capturing his. Yeah, that was just positional stuff that was holding you back. You're probably feeling a lot of pressure to do something over here. You're not locked yet? Like your base isn't locked? Yeah. Once a copter gets onto this section, it's really annoying to deal with. All these rivers. You can kind of jump back and forth and go through here. For the copter base lock. Yeah. Missing the positioning on this anti-air and then the positioning down here. Like moving the anti-air here and then protecting it with a mech, where instead you can just kind of move it a little bit further back or something. And then get a tank instead. The mech did end up getting a hit, but then it just kind of died. If he overextends, you can hit him with the super. I think the problem is that 42 is down so much in unit count. He's up in economy for like one more turn. He's going to lose everything over here. Yeah, he's only got 12 units. And it's base light. Base light 12 units is 12 to 21 is hard to come back from. Yeah, super can't hit anything. Of course, with Jake Super, you can always hold on to it if you're in a more even spot, and it can be a great deterrent and great at threatening and pressuring stuff. But in this case, I agree with the resign. The truth hurts. Yeah. I think that'll be. I'll quickly check to see if anyone took their turns in the challenge games. They did not, so I will call the stream here. A nice 3 hours. Hope everyone enjoyed themselves. I'll see you guys later.